Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today, Thunderbolts gets its official theater release, and I wanted to do some fan art for it. In particular, I wanted to do a redraw of this poster for the movie. Obviously, I haven't seen the film yet, so I have no idea what is going to happen or how the characters would interact. But if the dynamic is anything like what this poster shows us, then I think it's safe to say this movie is going to be so fun. And that's why I picked this one to redraw over the other ones. I'm starting out with a really basic sketch, just to make sure I get all the proportions of the characters right. And I'm going with a more chibi-fied version, because I thought it would be easier to make the poses and expressions funnier and more dramatic. But sometimes chibi proportions are a bit harder to work with, on account of the larger heads that take up a lot of space, and the shorter, stubbier limbs that don't always sit the same way as their realistic counterparts. So I adjust a lot as I go, and I drew these sketches on different layers in different colors for exactly that reason. Then I go in and do a second sketch, and this is where you can actually see me add the actual character traits and expressions. I did change some of the expressions, most obviously for Bucky, because in the original he doesn't really look like he's interacting much with the others at all. I just gave him a more annoyed expression. I also added Alexi's hand grabbing Taskmaster's hood. And from the poster, I'm not sure if I'm actually reading it correctly, but Ghost is kind of giving Murder Gremlin, so I just went with that vibe for my version. Also, I don't draw a lot of men with beards, much less in chibi style, and there are 3 of them in this lineup, and no one told me how hard it would be, especially for John Walker, which he's got like a step up from just a bit of scruff, but it isn't super full either. I am really excited to see this movie. If everything goes according to plan, I should be seeing it either the weekend this video comes out or the one after. I remember thinking the lineup was kind of odd because the Thunderbolts that I was familiar with was the group of villains posing as heroes under Zemo's leadership, but I've since learned about the other versions of the team that are less evil. I am looking forward to seeing what becomes of this MCU Thunderbolts team. And I've also heard the theory that they're actually going to get a new name at the end of the movie or something, since all the posters and other promotional material have an asterisk at the end of the title. Regardless, I'm mostly excited to see a lot of these returning characters. Bucky is a longtime fave of mine. He is one of the Blorbos on my fake shelf at the beginning of all my videos after all. Also, some of the other characters in the lineup we haven't seen since before Infinity War, or in the early projects of Phase 4. I'm glad they get to come back, and I do particularly love when MCU projects connect together. It reminds me of the first Avengers movie, a classic team-up with a side of dysfunction. I have a sneaking suspicion that this film is going to become a comfort movie of mine. I do think it's funny that most of these characters have the same power set though, except I have to say it seems like they forget that Ghost can literally turn invisible and phase shift, so like she can do a lot more than just punch and shoot. But still, I think they really are going to have to save the world with the power of friendship or something. I guess I will just have to wait and see. But back to the art. I'll be making this design available on my Redbubble, so if you like it, you can probably get it as a shirt or maybe just a sticker. Whatever you want, it's all available through the link in the description. There's also a couple other Marvel designs there, so check those out too. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Kaylinverse to see more of my work. Support me directly through Ko-fi with donations or by buying digital products like wallpapers. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.